you said something before about talking about what it's like to be an Italian. I was going to say cross us, and then you'll find out. That's what it's like to be an Italian. You were like,
I'm Charlene. This is April, and this is our podcast. And this, you know what? I was trying to describe our podcast, and there's nothing I want to listen to less than something about something. Do you not get enough sleep?
Yeah.
The Haberman Lab.
Are you feeling moody? Why don't you try this?
Are you in trauma?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, I was like, I just want something where it's just people hanging around, having fun.
Living life.
And this is my...
I don't want to keep correcting. It feels like we always need to be corrected. Like there's something broken about you
out there.
Right. If you just do squats, you can get your this. If you just, it's always like you have to do something. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You always have to do something to make your life work.
You want to be rich? Get out of bed and make your damn bed.
Right.
No, I'm making my bed.
Right.
I'm not rich yet.
Or
it's a guy who wrote a book. It's like, make your bed. It was like a Navy SEAL. Like, make your bed. And I'm like, now it's like, I'm trying to become a Navy SEAL.
It's too much.
I'm not
even with take your vitamins, take you this. Like by the end of the day, I'm exhausted trying to live a good life. So at some point, you just say, fuck it. It's just like, you know what? It is what it is. It's like we are who we are. Like
we were talking about tapping out or being over it.
Yeah.
Or this just happened to me recently, and it was kind of really affecting me because I was a flight attendant for 7 years, and I worked for PSA Airlines, the crash people. PSA. I was afraid of flying. So anyway, for some reason,
it triggered you.
It triggered my birthday's coming up, so then I'm like, I'm on the gliding path of life, and this has been a bumpy ride coming in. And then you just go, I have this much time left. So now it's like, well, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? You know what I mean? Like meaning, like sometimes you're just on these paths.
But I think I think that you're on the right path for your, from what I know from you, I feel like you are on the right path and what you want to do with your life. I feel like those paths were not it. And, they were just to get you here. And maybe something about, now I could be going deep, but maybe something about if that had happened to you at that time, you wouldn't have gotten to here. And here's really where you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Then you were talking when you said, this is what I was rounding it around to, is that you were saying I'm unplugging.
Yes. For me, for 2025,
I've got to unplug.
And I have a video I'm going to send you that I made on YouTube for 20. Because for me, 2025 is about joy. It really is about joy. And I can't stay in a joyful place if I let the news and the things that are happening daily come at me all day long. And so what I did is I thought back to when I was a kid growing up on Long Island. And we didn't know, that was a time period where you didn't know what was happening except for on prom night.
So true.
It's like you knew prom, what are you wearing? Where are you going? Yeah. Are we going for pizza afterwards? Blah, blah, blah. Your newspaper was like, did Heidi and Ed break up? That was my bandwidth, was for my friends and my family and my own life there.
You thought the gremlins were real. There was nothing to Google.
I was so happy though. So I try to go back to a time period when I was like, what was it about that was happy? And it was because
oh my God,
I lived in a small town world. So I had decided in 2025, I say that, but I went to Paris already and this and that. But even within those experiences, I'm keeping it whatever right near me. I'm keeping it close. I'm keeping it small. I'm not taking in all of the look, I'm not blind to what's happening in the world. I know what's happening.
Well, but we also had the LA fires.
And we had which were right in my backyard. So it's not like I don't know what's happening. But
that's even being a flight attendant when you get the newspaper from everywhere you go. So I would collect the newspaper from Dayton, then in Little Rock. And then I realized, murder in Dayton. And then you're like, that's awful. And then you're like, Little Rock, oh my God, trailer parks destroyed.
Right. So that's the thing. Why do you need to know all this? And it's because we're so connected.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's overload. And what I began to realize, and this is what I made a YouTube video about, is that I was missing all the good stuff. I did a thing about us in the video too. I'll have to send it to you. That I was missing all the good stuff. Like if I just talk about January. In January, I went to France. We started doing our podcast. We were working. I did a play. I mean, there's just a lot of, but what would happen is all I would have remembered about January would have been the fires. And I thought, nope, I have to change this. I have to change this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I have felt happier and more peaceful since I started doing it. Because you can't stop the information from coming in. No.
I'll just go.
I also don't want to be distracted from my life. Because again, when I went back and I thought...
It's easy to be distracted from your life.
When I went back and I thought about like what I was thinking of as a 16-year-old or 17-year-old. So if we knew prom was in a month... The build up to prom, the dress, what are you going to wear? This, that, everything was the build up to that. And it just made life fuller. As silly as something like that can seem, it made it fuller because we all were in the experience together. And now it feels like if we're all like this all the time, everybody's all over the place, there's no kind of common bond. And also then I'm distracted from my own life. Kind of like I am now
I'm
with Bill. Bill is creepy behind.
There's no way you know I'm there. I'm so quiet.
If his bootleg wasn't making squeaky sounds, like squeaky boot, squeaky boot, squeaky boot. So anyway, so that's just and I have been happier by keeping my problems close. I'm keeping my world smaller. So lucky for you, you're in it.
Oh.
Lucky for me.
Lucky for us. I've never been like that because I'm like, I have to work. I have to
Right.
work my comedy.
It's learning
I gotta work
joy.
my comedy.
We have to actually learn joy.
But this is what I realized.
Yes.
I've done all this work, and this is what it says, is done nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I've just been working, and I go, I had to show for it. So I might as well screw it. But I play, but my whole point is, it's not I have an ego, but I would feel sad. Oh, I'm doing background again. And then I'm like, I'm just going to enjoy that out of this.
Right.
And now I've had so much. I've been on Happy Place for like the last 3 months, but now we play cards. We hang. I would have never done that before.
You would have been off.
And you know what it's reminding me of? My childhood.
Yes.
It's playing hearts.
That's what I was saying.
Playing cards.
Yes.
And I'm so much happier.
Yes.
And it's because of those little things, being with friends. There's
You brought the
no
cards, too.
ego. I have no
Oh, it was
ego.
Brandon.
I have
Yeah.
no more ego. I don't need to be anything. I could care less
Yes.
where I think I should be. I could.
This is you being present. That's a great place to be.
And I've never been like this ever. And I go, just have fun. Like
Just
I told my
enjoy
friend,
the
I told my friend, I
day.
go, what do we need?
Yes. You have food,
What
you have
the
shelter,
do
you
we
have
need?
warmth. Just enjoy the day.
Like, what do we,
Yes,
what are we
because
needing?
on your deathbed, you're not going to go like, oh, damn, I wish I had. You're just going to, like, I did have a near-death experience, which we won't go into because it's too long. But while I was laying there,
That's our next show.
I spoke to my sister. Now, I don't remember this because, there was a lot happening. And, but what I said to her, which I was glad, of course, my sister got thrown into therapy because she knew I was saying goodbye. But what I said to her is, you know what? I've had a really, really good life. I've had a creative life. I've had love in my life. I've had friendship. I've been able to see places. And when she told me that, I was like, I said that? She goes, yeah. And I was like, I am so happy that I said,
I am so spiritual.
No, I am so happy that that's what I thought about my life. So I was basically saying, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay to go. I did what I came down on earth to do. And I'm okay to go. And so now that I'm in a more conscious state of that, I'm like, that's what I'm chasing. I'm not chasing now.
carrot.
Will I get this? Will I get that? The carrot for me now is that feeling, that joy, it's my life has got to be about experiences. That's why, like, when I came back, did a play, and I'm doing another play now, which I'm doing a musical, and I love being around music.
Ain't it a shame there's seaweed and splinters and glue?
Now, people can think like, oh, you're doing a play. Well, that's not going to lead you to a TV series. That's how people think out here. It leads me to joy and happiness, and that is all that I'm after for the rest of my life. Because I could go tomorrow, or I could go in 40 years from now.
Yeah, I'm gonna imitate my deathbed. Oh my God, I did nothing. I have literally had assholes seriously, how can you screw up? Seriously, I'm not ready to go. I've done nothing.
That's the thing. saying I was ready to go. I was okay with going. I won't say I was ready to go, but I was okay with going because, and what I was talking about was the joy and the happiness that I felt in my life and the creativity.
Oh, like I'm not taking anything with me. I'm not going, where's my new cardigan I bought?
That's right.
Can I bring
That's
it?
right.
Or you just go, that's it.
That's right.
I wish you could have done, all the things you were supposed to do. And I wish, like, Irma Bombeck, who I love, she's a humorist, and she said, when she went to heaven, she goes, she just hopes God says, oh, God, you used all your talent up. You've got nothing left. Like you
that.
used it. Like, oh my God, you've come here with everything you. And I go, I've been too chicken to do my stuff because I'm always avoiding my lives. Like I lived my ex-boyfriend's life and his kids. It's like my other husband, his life in Georgia, and then it's like go live your own life. You're like
You are living your own life, though.
No, but in a way, I'm too
you
afraid
get
to
there?
put my.
Yeah.
My point is, if I do my stand up, I'm like, what do you want to hear? And my friend's like, just do what you do.
Just do you.
And I go, which I hate more than anything. I go, I cannot comprehend what that means. But for the first time, I'm going, well, what do you want? I've never said, what do you want? I'm always like trying to do what I think I should do, or what does I think should get me there? Like,
well, can I just say something too? This can circle back at our age. You're at a place now. No.
my birthday soon.
You're at a place now where you're just discovering this, right? That now in the days of old, like when we looked at society, it was like people grew up, they went to high school, they got married, they had children, they became grandparents, they died, that was it. This is a whole different world now. You're just now at whatever your age is now, beginning to discover those things. So if society's saying to you, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're done," you're like, "Done? I just figured out now what actually."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
and that's
true.
why I think
There's an anger
that's
there.
why that's what you're raging
like,
against
Jesus,
is that the world is telling you you're out of time. And-
Anthony Hopkins was 55 when he did Silence of the
Well,
Lambs.
that's what you're.
I think.
Yes, and this is what you're raging against. I think this is what is like a thing that's happening all throughout the world now, and especially for women, is we're not tapping out because we're not done, and just because it took you to now to get it doesn't mean you're too late. This is when you got it, and you still have life left in you. You're not crawling across the floor. You still have life left in you, and so you're squeaking across the floor. And so it's like we're not accepting society saying your time is up. We're like, no. And I feel like I'm a person that's always kind of known what I wanted and have done what I've always wanted to do my whole life, right? I was never late to my own party. I always knew what I wanted. I went after it. I did it. However, there's tons more in my basket. So just because you may be discovering something now, and I've already discovered all that, I still got more stuff I want to do. So this is why
Well, it's like, I never wanted to be a flight attendant. I hate every second of it. But I thought it would get me over there. I never wanted to be in radio, but it was easier for me because I was so shy. There's no people. Because I really wanted to be a comedian. But it was always like, okay, I'll do this because I think. And then being a comedian on the road, it was very hard for me because my brain is too monkeyish. My friend goes, hey, monkey mind. Because, I will be, on stage, and then I'll go over there, and then sometimes they don't understand me because I go so fast with the joke. And you've got to set up that premise, and then you have to... And I am...
But do you see these were all brave moves you made to get you to where you are right now? Yeah. These were all brave moves.
I feel like we're in a psychology session.
Well, no, because every single thing you said was, I did this to get me here. I did this. So you've been fighting for your life the entire time. So don't think when you say, it's so easy for you to say, oh, I've done nothing. Oh, that's not true.
I know.
You've been fighting for your life the entire time. And
or
now
you feel like, well, is this the end? Like you were saying when you got an award, I go... I've been doing stand-up. I said, I didn't even know there was awards. I can't even be an award nominee for standing in. Or it's really it's like you go, it's like, but then I think, well, maybe you're not meant to do that. And why don't you go, in sort of going like, listen, there's not a retreat I haven't done. There's not a person I haven't been to.
Right.
There's not a thing I haven't, mountain I haven't climbed. What? Kilimanjaro?
Yeah.
There's a guru on top. I'm leaving tomorrow. A Sherpa will take me up there with a donkey.
And I'm
going to learn.
I just have to say, we talked about this before, that because there are people in my life that they're always searching. And you said about all the stuff that you did. And there just gets to a point where you're like, guess what? You're here. It's like you found like whatever you're looking for. It ain't on that mountain. It's not down the block. It's you got to take all this and work with this. You're already here. But they keep thinking like somehow something you're gonna ring a bell somewhere.
No, that's me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm still going like, well, maybe I could do this to be. And I go, why don't you just go play cards with your friends?
Yes.
Like
just
you
be
said,
present.
It's like,
yes.
oh my God, like I'm missing all the joy.
Yes.
I've missed all this.
Yes.
Like when my father died, I was looking at pictures. I go, I was in Australia.
Yep.
I was blah, blah, blah. And that's fine. But I missed so many
connections. And yes. But
and when I do die, I'm going to be like, well, I guess I was in Australia with koala bears instead of with my family.
But you can change time. Like if you spent the next 30 years of your life changing that, that's all you're going to remember.
That's what's like now.
You're going to remember the fullness of those years.
Yeah.
You can do it for 1 year. Do you know, I think sometimes like knowing you have a limited time on earth for people that have like a death sentence is a weird blessing. Because and I'm sure if someone said to me, you have 6 months to live, that 6 months would be unbelievable. And when
I'd be crying the entire time.
And when I died,
Every day.
But when I died, I would not be thinking of all the things maybe I didn't do before the 6 months. I'd be thinking of the blast I had the last 6 months. So I think time's a weird thing too. That you can just like, it can screw with your head. Don't let it. If you just become present and you do it now, from this point forward, that's all you'll remember is the fullness of the experiences going forward. I definitely believe that. You won't go back and remember the things you missed out on. You're just basically saying you don't want to always feel like you're in a deficit.
If I can't have it, then what if this is it? And then
that's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I can't sit there and go,
Yes.
well, whatever it is I think I need to be okay. Well, what if I never get the brass ring? And what if I did spend 12 years in Hollywood and then 20 years on the road?
Yes, or redefine the brass ring. I think you have to redefine the brass ring.
That's what I mean. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's most people have never had these experiences, and then it's like I feel like a little bitch sometimes, and then well, that's what my aunt calls me. Hey, you little bitch. No, I'm kidding. But the whole point. So as we go back, it's like who cares? It's so hard for me to say that though, because some people,
Well, because you're a little doer, so it's hard for you to think that happiness might come from just stopping
or even being codependent. Love me.
Yes. It's like you just
at the detriment of my, and you're like, what's your happiness? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But what can I do?
Yeah. But you do know. I know that you know. You're a very smart person. You're much more in tune than you give yourself credit for. You are.
Yeah.
And I think that we just are raised sometimes where we think like, again, everything. I mean, when I scroll through Instagram, like I said, if I have to find one more way to be whatever it is I'm supposed to be, that I just am like, I can't with this thing. Like this, I am who I am, to quote Popeye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's go right back to the cartoons. I mean, that's like the best. Because I am what I am. Exactly. It's like, so I'm going to have the best time as me having my experience through my life. So
I know.
I think we're getting.
Is there anything you want to say to Bill to that?
Who,
Wrap us up,
earlier-
Bill.
Earlier in the broadcast, you
Tell
talked
us what you think about all
someone who
this.
Said when I'm dead or when I'm on my deathbed, I want to be able to say, I did it all. I've got nothing left.
Yeah.
Right?
That was
Irma
Irma Bombeck.
Irma Bombeck.
Yeah.
Who I love as a humorist. Yeah.
I think that was great.
Yeah.
Right? And,
Yes.
And I think that brings this inner peace
Mm-hmm.
to knowing that right now you still have quite a few years left to do everything that you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the sports analogy for me, because I played a lot of sports, is leave it all out on the field.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Or I love Mel Brooks, which is like, he goes, if you're going to go up to the bell, ring the bell. Don't.
That's like swinging to the fences.
Yeah.
I love
or
it.
like, yeah, but it's all the same thing.
If you're
It's like-
gonna go up
and
to the
I'm
bell,
very
ring the
meek,
bell, yeah.
But the truth is, it's sort of like we all are the same, and we're trying. I go, really? Just don't we always want love?
Yes, we want to be loved. We want to be seen.
And then everybody is
That's
like
it.
in the same boat,
Yeah.
but everybody wants to be special and different and
Yeah.
more. And then you're disconnecting.
And you're also then taken away
everybody-
from your authenticity by trying to become instead
Right.
of just being.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You're taken away from the thing that
Yeah.
people will be drawn to you by.
Yeah.
So it's just being loved, being seen for who and what we are in a very tough town. You know, you're a lot
I think
stronger
it's tough
than
anywhere.
Yeah.
I think we're all in this thing where we're just, you know,
Yeah.
like, or there's so much whatever. But yes, that's a good wrap up, right?
Yes.
And with that, we'll say goodbye because
No
we have
tapping-
dinner cooking.
no
we have
tapping
dinner
out.
cooking.
Oh yeah, we have to go.
Yes.
No tapping out.
No tapping out, except except
Oh my God.
making my world smaller. No tapping. No.
Well,
tapping
make your
out.
world
Okay.
smaller.
Okay.
Whatever.
Goodbye. We're saying
All right,
goodbye.
goodbye.